I'm in a groove state of mind. I'm moving all the time. No excuses and no blame. I'm stepping up my game. I'm a groove stew, yes I am. With groove I know I can. Read my master plan. I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. Oh, I'm grooving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am. Groove Nation inspires me to bust loose and break free. I'm dancing to my dreams, bursting at the seams. I'm feeling delicious. Who knows who I am? 'Cause now is my time to have a groove state of mind. I'm grooving. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm grooving. I'm moving, yes I am. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving, yes I am.
All right, everybody, and we're live. We are doing a State of the Groovion today. I'm Mike Filsaime. Most of you guys know me. And down below in the group there, we have Matt Serralta, John Garcia, Joe Jablonski might be joining in there. But for the most part, it's going to be just me today. And if they want to chime in, they have the rights to add themselves to the room and get going. Now, we used to do State of the Groovion updates every 4 months. Call it periodically, every 4 months, 3 times a year. And what we are doing right now is we are committed to doing monthly State of the Groovions with me, like this. So for the most part, they're not going to be 3 hours. They'll probably be going down to 2 hours. We're going to strive to do 2 hours today. And then after that, I think maybe an hour to 90 minutes. And what John Garcia and Simon Leung are doing is they are going to be doing at least weekly updates in the Facebook group for the Groove.cm official Facebook group. And they're going to try to give you updates daily if there are any. We know that you guys like updates and you like communication. And then that's how we're going to be doing it for you. I believe that we just put an update just live. The weekly update went just live. John Garcia, give me a thumbs up if that's in the Facebook group for that. John Garcia, I don't know if you hear me. Thumbs up. Okay, yeah. Inside of the Groove official Facebook group, you will find the latest updates, and I'll cover some of them as well for you today. All right, so we have a couple of things that we want to go into. So let me just do first. Let me look at the chat here, and let's start out with a little bit of fun. Say hello to everybody here. Drop your name in the chat if you want to shout out. I might be able to get everybody that puts it in there. We have about 49 people in there. We usually get a couple of hundred, and we haven't been able to fully email the entire list about State of the Groovions. I'll talk about email in a moment. And our ability to email is going to take about 10 days to 2 weeks. So if we were doing a State of the Groovion in about 2 weeks, yes, we'd be able to notify all of you. So Brad Case giving a hello. AI Spicy Marketing with a cool picture there. Jackie Golden saying hello back to Spicy Marketing. Pat and Lorna, the coolest couple. Anybody want to fight for them for the title coolest couple? I think they have it. They win every year. Marketing Dan Sultan. Let me try to say that. Al Kuze. Did I get that right, Sultan? You could let me know. Landing page supremacy gives a hi with multiple eyes. Melvin Eason says hello. Joe Jablonski says he's here. He hasn't popped into the group, so he's probably just watching live. Theo Flove, check this out, Theo, if you're watching. Yay. Effective is great. Effective is great, 1 to 2. By the way, that's your tagline. Effective is great, 1 to 2, and then with the love there. So Theo Flove, by the way, thank you very much for your purchase of courses.gg yesterday. It was because of you that I had to export all of the customers of courses.gg, because when I exported the customers in Groove to send a special update for you that we're going to be showing courses.gg today, the second I exported, your sale came in last night. I had to do another export, wait another 5 minutes so that we could include you in the email. Melvin Eason, yes, your question. Hopefully these will be posted on YouTube. We're streaming live to YouTube, so it's archived on the Groove official YouTube channel. And I'm just going to now very quickly just go through the rest of the names, see if I can get them out. We got Manny C, Mark Green, Steve Marin, and some of you guys spoke already. Marion Hayes, Chris from Vancouver, Freddie's Place, and Simon Leung is popping in from Malaysia on the road. We just got somebody else just popped in as well in our room here. We got Sayon Rowe. I hope I got your name right, Sayon, and Curtis Laurie. Anybody else will not get a shout out for now. Curtis says, "Sup, Mike, man," and Frank. Frank got in at the last minute. I have my little puppy right behind me. I don't know if you can see. Matt knows this dog right here. Can I show the face? Will we be able to get it? Noodle. There she is. All right. So I'm doing the dog sitting today as my wife is out taking care of my mom. All right. So let's start. Let me share my screen here. And we have an agenda of about 5 different items. Actually, let's talk about Groove. We did a state of the Groovion. Let's talk about Groove before we talk about products and positioning and pricing and different things like that. I'm happy to report that that Groove is doing very, very well. As we said on the last state of the Groovion, and by the way, if you can hear me well, if you can't hear me, I don't want to blow up the chat. If you can't hear me, let me know to put up the volume. If it sounds good, no need to say anything. So we did some major cuts in Groove, and I believe cuts that are necessary because of AI. I think we put ourselves in a position that would have been very difficult. I can put a message out to people right now that with AI, you can trim your teams down. The reason is I have no desire to build Groove back up into a massive employee company with a marketing team and SEO and all these different people. We are truly crushing it with AI, and the only thing that we want to do is add a few more developers. So we have a very, very tight team. We've cut our expenses down to the point now where Groove can be not only profitable, but we're going to move to the point where we're going to be extremely profitable. Hey, Joe, so you just popped into the lobby there. So that's good news, because that means that Groove is sound and the future looks very, very bright. And I'm going to talk probably first with Groove, and I want to let you know that there were some projects, some very strong projects that I was working on when I was no longer CEO of Groove between January and April. And those projects are doing very, very well. We have a high ticket offer. We have courses.gg. We have affiliatepages.com. We have a leads AI automation project. We have a project, a software coming out for coaches called Click Coach, and we have a AI automation company with my partner George. He's just an AI automation genius. If any of you are in the Workflow App AI certification program, you met him last week. That company is doing very, very good. We currently have about 10 clients paying us about $5,000 a month. And so that's just recurring income. We can quickly go to 10 clients, from 10 to 20, but it's about scale, and we're a boutique agency right there. So that's something that is pretty much hands off for me because of my expertise in the industry. A lot of people come to me for it, and then we have a meeting with their company, and then they're signing up, and we're basically a fractional AI automation agency. So a lot of things are really, really clicking over here for Groove, especially with the merger with Monarch. And so let's jump in and start with Groove. So let's pop my screen into here, and let's start with that view. I think we can go here, give you guys a little bit more to look at here. I'll make that full screen there. Okay, and what you're seeing is just in the last 48, in the last 48 hours, we have released the new funnel. I told Lucius, I said, make it live, because when it's live, I get very desperate, because he's been asking me, hey, do you have time to go over and look at this? And I don't have the time, and it's late, and either he's not available. So I said, you want to get my attention on something, Lucius, make it live. And so once it went live, I'm immediately like, oh, we can't have that at the website, and that's wrong. And why does that still say free for a year and all that stuff? So to recap, if you weren't on the last State of the Groovion, we spoke about some new pricing, and this is even changing. It's getting a little bit more aggressive, you could say. So here's the new site. You can check it out yourself right now. It's at groove.cm, of course. And we're testing this right here, but we're going to put another hook up here. I'm going to add something up here that says this. Pay for the first month, get the next 11 months free. So basically, $2.99 a month for Groove. But if you pay the first month of $2.99, you get the next 11 months free. And then there'll be more refined text about that. That will, and by the way, this has to come out. We don't want to put, that was ChatGPT. And we like the people to go high level and ClickFunnels, so we're not going to be putting stuff like that there. So we'll just put why pay the others. But we also want to let people know that if you pay the first month, you get the next 11 free every single year. So you'll just have to, if you sign up in January, you just pay January, and then for the rest of the year, it's just $2.99 a year, year after year. So this is a work in progress right now. Many of this stuff you've seen, we've just tightened it up a little bit cleaner, giving it a little bit more of a modern look, kind of like this pink fuchsia gradient that's popular on very many websites these days. We have the replaces. Now I have to go through this and make sure that it's still accurate, but it looks like it is. This is the comparison, what it costs to work with the others. And this is where we're really going to be shining. With Groove, let me see if he has this right. Yeah, I guess that's right. $24 a month, when paid annually, it's just $2.99 a year. So you save big with Groove compared to paying these other platforms these prices. And so we have a new one-time offer as well, because we are encouraging people to sign up for free. Now, let's see. It looks like we got this page, got a little bit of love, which is good. We're going to talk about this as well. And by the way, if you don't want to pay $2.99 every single year, you have until the 30th of this month to go to courses.gg and get access to that for just one payment of $2.97. Now, I want to say this. We'll come over to here just for now. So you're going to see right here in this tab, I'm not sharing it, I'm going to be showing you in a minute, the new courses.gg platform. John Garcia told me that some of the people that weren't on the last live stream were like, hey, do we get that as Groove? We're lifetime customers. No, you have to remember, when I left Groove, I started a new company with other partners, and that's why we're going to be launching on June 30th, affiliatepages.com. That's not a Groove product. Courses.gg. I have another partner in that, working very hard, putting a lot of money into this company, and he's not going to be happy about me just giving it away to 27,000 customers for free. So what we did is only to the Groove members, so the only people receiving emails for it, they can unlock it for life for $297. After that, it's going to become part of the Groove subscription platform, but on an annual basis. The introductory price will be $297 a year. Will eventually be I'll talk about the pricing in just a minute, but we're planning on coming out with a big bang to bring in a lot of people to come in and get it for $2.99 a year, all of Groove AI and courses.gg. But that, of course, is a subscription in perpetuity. So if you don't want to pay the subscription, all you need to do is switch to here. You can go to courses.gg. I believe that should be at 100% there. And this will explain more about it, but basically it's $297. You pay it once, you'll unlock it. And I'm going to be showing you the courses.gg platform so that you can see what's coming in the next, we're launching that the first week of July, by the way. All right. Okay, so back to Groove. Let me see if we're at 100% here. No, we're not. So Groove is basically what anybody would have gotten for the lifetime deal is now $297 a year. Again, that's going to be an introductory price. Our goal is to move that to $299 a year for less, and then you're going to upgrade to $497 a year, and then there'll be even more add-ons and things like that. But right now, we're throwing in the kitchen sink and everything. So that will include Groove AI and courses.gg for new people signing up. They'll pay $297 a year. And it's also going to include some portion of Groove Leads, which is a new AI automation platform that goes out, finds leads for you, and that automatically puts them into your CRM. You could, let me get you the URL for the OTO, and then I'll paste that so that way you don't have to sign up, or the OTO, as many people like to call it. And I'm just going back through a conversation with Lucius right now. Okay, that looks like that would be upgrade. Thank you, Paige. Okay, and here's the upsell. So you can look at it. It's at groove.cm / let's make sure that we're 100. Yeah, / upgrade dash best value. I'm just going to pop that into the chat for everybody here. It's going to show up in the Facebook and all that stuff. Let's see if that went out. Yep. All right. So this is a work in progress. I have to shoot a new video for this. I'm going to be traveling out this week, so I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to New York to meet Patrick Bet-David. If you know, you know. I'm going to be, he's a part owner of the Yankees. I'm going to be at a Yankee game with him in his box suite. And I'm very excited about that. So this page is a work in progress right now. You'll see what we're doing is we're offering the people the opportunity. We have to fix this as well. We're getting rid of this stuff here. They're going to upgrade for $299 a year. A lot more love is going to be happening here. And in the no thanks, we're going to be adding a lot more copy in here as well. Now, just so that everybody knows, the actual real offer that's going to happen if people pass on the one-time offer is we are going to extend the one-time offer for them for 30 days. So when they get into the dashboard, we feel that people should really get to use a platform to decide if they like it. So there'll be a countdown timer for 30 days saying extended for 30 days. And then after that, if they say no, what's going to happen is the price is going to go from $299 a year to $299 every 6 months. So twice a year, or just $497 a year. So that's going to be the price of Groove. If they skip the one-time offer, they're going to pay $497 a year or $299 every 6 months. All right. I don't want to spend too much time on this. This is going to be pretty much done by the end of the day, or you can basically say tomorrow by 5 p.m. Both the front end website and the one-time offer are going to be completed. I've got to do a couple of things with Alan, the developer, that are going to happen inside of Groove, and we're going to talk about features of Groove and things that are coming on this live stream as well. I'm sure you guys have a lot of different questions. We're going to be adding back the top navigation as well for people to go into deeper dive for Groove as well. So that's it. Later at the end of the summer, we may be relaunching Groove, but we'll probably be combining that with courses.gg. Let's move on next to Groove Mail. So I'm going to sign into Groove. Okay, let's let's log into this account here. Okay, so what you're going to notice with Groove is that you now have the ability with Groove Mail to use either groove.cm, Groove Mail, or Tiny Email. And so you would click on Groove Mail, and it's always going to show your choice. You could use both. You have the choice to use both. And right here, if you click on this little home, okay, what that's going to do, we've added a new feature for you to switch to the Tiny Email user interface. And let's see. Let me get my and we're going to be changing this. We're not sticking with the Groove 2.0 branding. It's not going to be called Groove Mail 2.0. It's just going to be our proud partner, Tiny Email. So, John, please take a note of that. I didn't bring that up in the Monday meeting. I did give some notes to Alan the other day on redesigning and adding more text here. But this is actually a page I framed by Tiny Email. So I can't go in and change it. This is actually their page. So let me open up my 1Password. And let me go to Tiny Email and get my password here. And already I have an account, so let's do that. And just like that, you'll see that you are inside of your Tiny Email inbox, right inside of Groove. You can click here, navigate back away, do whatever you need, but we've cleaned up the menu to not confuse you. So there's no other things like your leads and your list because they're all here now. Okay, so everything that you need for your email is here. So let's talk about the pricing. I'm just going to switch mine back to my Groove Mail because I use both. In some cases, I'm sending text messages with Groove because Tiny Email doesn't have text messaging yet. If you go to Tiny Email, and you go to create a campaign, you'll see that they have SMS grayed out. I spoke with the owner, Seamus, and his partner, Brian Littman, and they told me that they're working on it. It'll be available this year, hopefully. But I can't quote for them because that's their development. So let's talk about the pricing to get access to Tiny Email. So we are working with Tiny Email. And I believe that you can get it, but it's only for Groove lifetime customers. So if you paid for the lifetime, you will have you will be able to mail 15,000 leads per month and a maximum of 500 contacts for free. Now, that was an incredible negotiation that we put together for that. So if you look at 15,000, you can see it on my screen. You divide that by 30, that comes to 500. All right, so you can send 500 people, 500 emails a day for free for life with our partnership with Tiny Email, but they will not allow you to have more than 500 contacts in Tiny Email. Once you go over the 500, you have to go over their plans. Now, I want to show you the deal that we made for you. I don't want to take any credit for this, to be quite frank. Matt worked really, really hard to get this done, and these negotiations were actually in place before, in between my hiatus from Groove, and with all of the different ideas that they had, I think the Tiny Email partnership was one of the best things that, and then you guys were really, really happy about that. So first, what I want to do is I want to go to Tiny Email and I want to show you what they are doing for you and for us as a Groove customer. Okay, if you go to the pricing. If you want to look at the monthly price to send 200,000 emails, now they won't let me bring this to 200,000. I think it clicks right up to 250, but we can infer the price. Okay, so let's go right here and see that just to send 100,000 emails a month costs you $200 a month if you sign up at their website or you find them at Shopify or whatever the case is. Let's move it up a little bit more. If you want to send 250,000 emails a month, that costs $450 per month. All right. So let me see if I can go. If we go to 250 divided by, I'm sure I'm going to get this wrong. I probably got to do it the other way around. Let's do 450 divided by 250,000. All right. So it's 0.018 let's just hit enter. We'll have that in my calculator. And then I'm just going to say times 200,000. This is the price that you would have to pay them every single month to send 200,000 emails per month. That's $360 per month. The deal that we got for you, I'm going to leave that calculator just right here in case I need to pull it back. Actually, I will. I'm going to pull it back right here. The deal that we got for you is that you can send 200,000 emails per month for just $1,497. Seriously, you should find these guys online, reach out to them and say, thank you. I cannot believe that you did that for the Groove members. So they, part of the negotiation to be inside of our app, are giving lifetime members the ability to have 500 contacts and send 15,000 emails with no credit card, free for life. Now, for those of you that need a little bit more, like a real business, they're not going to cap you on your contacts. Not that I'm aware of. John Garcia, you can tell me if I'm wrong. But I believe they don't care about your number of contacts because they will cap you at 200,000 emails per month for just $14.97 per month. Not $1,497. $14.97. So who's asking? Yeah, I know I said $1,497. I apologize. It's $14.97. Got it? Right. Okay. Sultan asked, how's the deliverability? So let's talk about that. I hate using the word Nazis, so I got to find a better word. We'll use the word stickler. They are complete sticklers, okay, when it comes to email. Dare I show you the conversation they had with me the other day? And I had to bite my tongue. I got 3 lashings with a wet noodle. And then I had to call Matt and be like, I don't like being yelled at. Hold on just a second. I'm just teasing. Let me find that email. A text message. I want to actually show you. I'm just looking through my text messages, and then, you realize, wow, I don't realize that I send that many text messages to different people. All right. So I'm looking for Matt, Seamus, Brian. Okay, here you go. All right, let me cue this up. And it starts. One second. I rolled back just a little too far. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I just want you to read this. Should be right about here. There's a lot going on. Okay. Right here. Okay. Seamus, he's the owner. Hey, guys, there's something silly sending going on in Groove. The account is going to cause unrepairable, I think he meant unreparable, damage to your domain. Who's doing these sends? Matt goes, whoa, thanks for the heads up. What do you mean by silly sending? Is that from us or one of our users? He says, from you guys. Matt's like, can we stop it? He says, we did. We put our thumb on the scale. Matt says, thank you. We'll take a look. Some knucklehead, he didn't say knucklehead, just tried to send to all 500,000 people on your list. You need to warm your sending back up before you do that. So here's the person on their team, Salia. So guys, they literally watch everything that goes out. Every time you hit send, it doesn't go out right away. Their team goes out to see what is the reputation of your domain, and are you sending more than your reputation? And they'll stop it, or they will cut your sends down and save your domain reputation. So this is all screenshots, blah, blah, blah. Here's what you're doing. This is your max. This is your audience summary. So I finally popped in. I was actually on the workflow automation live stream when this happened last week. So hours later, I come back. I say, it's me. Can you reply to Sayali? She can build you a plan to recover the domain. So I blew it in a day. And I said, I had no idea that the domain wasn't fully warmed up. I was never told that there was any restrictions on the domain. He says, it was, and then you didn't say it was warmed up, Mike, but then you didn't send for months, right? With the transition. Matt, you said something?
I didn't quite mean to jump on, but yeah,
Matt, my sound is coming through your speakers. If you could put some AirPods on.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just going to mute for now till you're done.
Okay, great. So basically, he says your reputation is lost in weeks, not months. Meaning, with the transition with me and John, we were still negotiating with them. And okay, I didn't know if you don't mail for 2 months that it's like starting your domain all over again. And he's being very polite. Remember, this is not us telling you this. This is Google. But he's got the exclamation in there. I said, I understand. I just wasn't aware. Matt told me, because what happened was Matt negotiated that we could send 5 million emails per month for Groove. We pay an ungodly amount of money monthly to them, nothing like $14.97, in the thousands, to send 5 million emails per month. And Matt told me, hey, Mike, it's good to go. So blah, 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 blah. We spoke with their team, and I'm doing this to show you guys. I'm taking a little bit of time. It's the state of the Groovion. This isn't a sales webinar. I'm going to show you the, let me cue it up over here on another screen. I'm going to show you the emails that we had with them and then the spreadsheet that they gave us. And while we do that, I want to show you. So what happens is Matt tells me, Mike, everything is okay. So I'm going to log into our account. This is the Mike Filsaime account. Let me log out. I want to log into here. I send the other day this email for 100,000. I send this email for 100,000. And that translates into that night, $15,000 from one email. And then I sent another one here. And so in over 2 days, it brought in $20,000, about $10,000 a day. So I said, okay, well, great. Now that I tested that it works well with 100,000, I sent another email to go out. You can see they killed it. And because I put 500,000, I just said, okay, let me just send to the rest of the list, the 700,000 people minus these 200 that haven't seen it. And let's see what happens. And so let me pull up the email with her. So I have an email with her, Sayali. It says here, warm-up plan. Okay, and we'll pull this over. And so she says, hey, Mike. So I had missed this email where she's like, somebody's sending the emails. She sent me all this stuff. And I said, hey, I hadn't seen that message. And then she gives me a warm-up right here. So we're going to click on this. Close that email. We don't need to go back to it. And she put it back here. And she said to me, Mike, this is what you have to do. And it's unfortunate because we have a launch starting on June 30th for affiliate pages, and I can't mail. But this is morning, evening. So we're looking here. Yesterday, we could send 1,000. So she sent an email to a certain subset of our affiliates. Day 2, that's today, we can send 1,500. 2,500. Now, you cannot warm up a domain this fast. You can only warm up a domain that's already been pre-warmed up. It's a little bit slower if you're going to be using your own domain. It's going to be more like 25. I'll actually just put it here to look something like this. 25. Oh, I can't edit it. 25, 100, 200, 400, 800, 1,600, etc. It'll take you more like 28 to 30 days to do what I can do in 8 days. It's only about another 10 days for a brand new domain that's never sent email before. And their team will help you out with all of that. So basically, as you can see here, it's going to take about 2.5 weeks until we can mail 300,000 people per day. All right. And even so, I don't even know that we can do that. 300,000 times 30 is 9 million. We have a cap at 5 million with them. So we can send, let's see, 5 million divided by 30. Groove can send on average about 166,000 emails. And we're not going to be sending every single day, but we can send 5 million a month. So the question was a good question for me to go over this with all of you is, how are they on deliverability? They are very, very good on deliverability. They have these people watching every single email that goes out, and they pause your campaigns. They communicate with you, and we didn't do that at Groove. We weren't equipped to do that at Groove, and that's why I'm not going to mention any names of any other platforms out there. But when you go to Masterminds, it's like, hey, what are you using to mail? it's one of two things. One, yeah, the people I'm using, like, man, like they threaten me that they're going to kick me off the platform every single day. I'm mailing too much or whatever. And then the opposite is, yeah, I can't, I got a list of 250,000 people. My open rates are the worst. We can't make any money with email. So in 2024, there were major changes in email, major changes, making some email platforms just like want to get out of the game. So we will tell you that you can use GrooveMail. We let you integrate with SendGrid. You could bring your own SMTP with SendGrid, but unless you go to ChatGPT, click on the O3 Pro model, and tell it to do deep research for 4 hours to come back to tell you how to be an expert to manage your SendGrid domain, you're better off just letting Tiny Email do it for you and outsource it to them for $15 a month. All right. Now, Mike, what happens after 200,000 emails if I grow past that? No problem. You just contact them. Will you pay the prices at their website? Once you get to 250,000 emails, I don't know, but they will work out special pricing for people. What we spoke to them, and I'm going to be straight up front with you here. They said, no, we want to get everybody in and we want to offer a good deal. But they said, Mike, the truth is anybody that's sending 1 million emails a month is making a lot of money. And that's the truth, because you saw that, I sent out an email and to 100,000 people and it brings in $10,000. So you should pray that you build a list good enough that you're going to be talking to Tiny Email about a deal because you need to send 500,000 or 1 million emails a month. The price won't scale at the same rate at the $14.97 for 200,000. But if you're sending 1 million emails a month, you're going to be happy with Tiny Email and they're going to get your emails out and you'll be making a lot of money. My puppy is adorable. Thank you. I think some of you guys are seeing him on delay. She's sleeping right behind me. All right. So that's the update on Tiny Email. Matt, did you want to say something?
Yeah. One more thing about Tiny Email is they're also going to make sure that, and that's good for all of us, that you have a good list, right? So when you initially sign up with them, we're going to ask you to upload your list, and we're going to have incredible deals. They're going to scrub your list to make sure there's nothing wrong, that it's a super clean, mailable list, and they're only charging like $2 per 1,000 contact, right? Which is, if you use any services like Alfred or anything like that, costs a lot more money. So that's also going to keep our whole community safe, and it's going to give you a much better mailing experience where you're not going to have bounces and stuff like that, which is going to allow you to scale a lot faster as well. So that's a great news. And that's a service we're getting from Tiny Emails that is going to help you succeed really in your emailing campaign. So anything else you want to add to that, Matt?
Yeah, I want to put that in the chat. What is the price for every 1,000? $2?
$2 for every 1,000. That's it.
I don't know if anybody.
No, it doesn't apply if you acquire the contact through Groove, right? And it's sent to them via API. In that particular case, it will not apply. But if you have a big chunk of email, an email list you already have in place, it will scrub it, clean it for $2 per 1,000 contacts.
Yeah, to clean the list. That's not ascending. So what that means is if you have a list of 200,000 people, that's 200 thousands. So that means it's 200 times $2, and you'll pay $400 to clean your list one time to get it into the system. And be prepared. If you bring a list to them of 200,000 people, they're going to result you back with about 160,000 people. Don't be upset. They cleaned your list and found that these are bouncing or they're dead or the person no longer owns the domain. Like, we cannot have these vanity metrics that we want to send, because if you're sending to dead domains, Google bans you immediately. They do not like people that don't clean their list. So you're going to pay $2 for every 1,000 leads that you have. Some of you have 10,000 people, which is a lot. And that's going to cost you $10. All right. So did I get that right? 2 times 5, right? So, or 2 times 10, it'll cost you $20. Sorry. Matt, you had also said that about the API. So we are in phase 1 of 3 with Tiny Email. What that means is they can give you a form like you see right here. You'll click on form. You'll go to the form builder, get a form, get the code. You'll go into Groove Pages and just put custom embed and paste it there. But some of the things that don't happen right now are, and I'll just come here for now. let's see here. Where's the other one where we can go side by side a little different? They don't have that anymore. They used to have a nice little, Yeah, I don't like that. They used to have the one that put a border around this map, but I don't see it. Maybe it's this one or that one. Nope. Anyway, so what they're let me get my train of thought back. Yeah, what we're going to be doing with them, for instance, if you make a sale, it doesn't show up in Tiny Email. So GrooveSell does not add a lead to Tiny Email. It sucks. If you sign up an affiliate, it doesn't show up at Tiny Email. So yeah, I'll go over the plans again for you, PK, and one more time since you might have gotten here late. So what that means is you have to go in monthly at the end of the month and export your new affiliates that signed up in the last 30 days and export your customers that signed up in the last 30 days and upload them to Tiny Email. You can do it daily. You can do it weekly. We're looking into setting up an automation through Zapier that says, hey, if somebody buys this product, add it to Tiny Email. I haven't even looked into that. It's probably possible, but those types of things are not in there. And then we want to build out the connection to them with the full automation. So you can actually say, if this happens in Groove, then send this email out with Tiny Email. So that's coming. So one more time.
It's being worked on for sure. All of this integration, and Tiny Email is hard at work with it. So are we.
Yeah. So let's go here. So the last thing that I wanted to go over, somebody just asked me to go over the pricing again, then we're going to be done on the Tiny Email. So if you're a lifetime member, okay, means you paid lifetime for Groove, then Tiny Email will allow you to have a maximum of 500 contacts for free with no credit card, and you can send 15,000 emails a month. That's your 500 people once a day for 30 days. Okay. Now, for those of you that are a little bit more sophisticated, have a little bit more of a real business, you will pay, as you see on the screen right here, $14.97 a month to send 200,000 emails. Now, the Tiny Email plan, as I showed you over at their website, it's $450 for 250,000. I think the number we came up with before was 360. So actually, this isn't a public document, but so that's pretty impressive. Okay, for $15 a month, you can send 200,000 emails, unlimited contacts. All right. Somebody says here, please use N8N for the automation. Yes. The thing with that is you would just connect your Groove with Zapier to Tiny Email with Zapier. So you can probably do it right now already. You should just look right into it right now because Groove is on Zapier. All right. Let's see. Does it add emails directly through lead magnets? No, nothing. Your lead magnets, folks, you'll have to use Tiny Email and use their forms, not the Groove forms. And then it'll automatically add the leads to your lead magnets. Okay. Maybe we will do a full, are we at the 40-minute mark? Yeah, good. I thought we were at 1 hour and 40 minutes. Maybe we'll do a full training on Tiny Email and Groove integration. So I'll act like we're in the audience right now. So raise your hand if you'd like us to do a presentation. Just kidding. We'll do that. I'll get John Garcia and Simon Leung to do a full
and actually, Tiny Email would love to do it with us. So we'll have them join and participate as well.
Yeah. John, you heard your name. Don't worry. I wasn't calling you. I saw John like, heard my name. He's in the below. Yeah. So we'll get the guys from Tiny Email on here. And Matt, one of the things I want to focus on is integration. Like, how do we get when an affiliate signs up or when a sale is made, how do we put the customer data into automatically in the background? I think people would like that. So, okay, let's move on to the next topic of conversation. Groove development. Remember, folks, I told you I wasn't going to sugarcoat it, that what we were going to do with Groove is we were going to focus on triaging the company to make sure that it's healthy. And we trimmed our development team down to 5 or 6 people. And Matt, if you're wondering where those other people are coming from, it's the people that are building courses.gg and and the people I'm paying to work on ClickCoach, courses.gg, and affiliate pages, and Groove as well. So here's what I want to report to you. I don't know that there's any bigger fan to AI coding than Matt Seralta and myself. I have become, I understand everything about coding with the exception of writing code. And then once you can have AI write the code, you become a developer. All right. So I'm not a coder, but I'm a programmer now. And I don't spend my time doing it. I wanted to learn it. I actually built a few different platforms, and I build them like in hours. Let me just show you this one right here. This is called paythebills.net. I built it for my wife. Now we're not using it right now. Everything's built in. She's still using the Google spreadsheet until we can put everything in there. But this is something that allows me to put in a new bill, and I built it just for me. This isn't like a SaaS. And I built this on the plane in 4 hours, headed to Las Vegas. Okay. And when we want to pay something off, we'll just click here, mark it as paid, all this information. It can link to our bank account, has different reminders, tells her every day, make sure you log into these different things, sends a text reminder of, this is a sample of what's due. We can say if we lent money to family or borrowed money from family. And then when we start a new month, we just click start new month, and it rolls everything over and brings all the bills over. And I show you this because not that this is an AI automation or training on this stuff. I show you this. Here's another platform that I created, Brand Baser. It's free. It's not going to be free much longer. It's only going to be included. Well, I'll give it to all the lifetime members for free, but it's going to be a bonus that's going to be coming inside Bolt.news having a hackathon. Great. This is going to be something that's only going to be available to people with a Groove account. All right. But this platform here, I created, and we'll do, you can just go to the website, just when you're at brandbaser.com, just watch the short video on how it works. And we do all of our campaigns with Brand Baser. If you don't believe me, you're going to see here, Brand Baser. You can see we have a project from for affiliate pages, for Groove.cm. We have more projects under here for courses.gg, all of them. And the way that it works is when you go in here, you upload your brand base, the 20 questions that it asks you. Then I give you special instructions that you could even modify, tailored for you, like this. When we log back in, and you'll see here, I've created that you could create a project to do all of your direct response emails, content-based emails, blogs for SEO, long-form sales letters, video sales letters, webinar slides, et cetera, because now with ChatGPT projects and this action brief here that you would then say, okay, now that I'm going to do this today, you could actually see, look at this yesterday. Watch this. This was an email to go out for Matt. If you can just, that's coming through, just mute yourself if you don't mind. This was the action brief that was created for me. Let me just come here for an email that I sent out to our affiliate. So I use this platform for everything. It's free. Go create your free Brand Baser account. But I developed this platform. Like if you go to clone this here with clone, enhance with AI, every little thing, like this little wizard.
Mike, you're not showing your screen, buddy. You're not showing your screen.
I do this all the time.
Me too. We all do.
I do apologize, guys. I apologize. Anyway, Brand Baser. I wasn't showing anything, huh? Anything. And you know, guys, there's a 3-minute delay with YouTube, so I don't get your messages blowing up until then. So just to show you, unfortunately, I don't think I showed you Pay the Bills. This is the one I told you that I created. That has all of our different bills here. And as I was saying, we could start a new month. We could add a bill. We could mark something as paid. This was created on a flight to Las Vegas. This is the one that I was showing you before. Sends text messages. I have an up-to-date on my daily bills. So apologize, guys. Chat definitely blew up there. And the Brand Baser one, as I said, you can just go to Brand Baser, go to the front of the website, click on how it works. You'll fully understand. Create your free account. I apologize that you didn't see this, but I was just going over that you can create your own apps with software, right? And as I said, we use it here. Every single thing we do in the company for marketing is all handled through what we can get from Brandbaser and ChatGPT projects. So having said that, we have a problem, or had a problem, with AI coding, because part of it for somebody like me and Matt is something that's known as vibe coding. And vibe coding means you give up to the vibes, you don't look at the code. Real developers don't like the vibe code. They actually like to look at the code that AI is writing. And we are seeing orders of magnitude changes in AI coding week over week. So if somebody tried, ChatGPT, right, when it was ChatGPT 3.5, and they said, oh, it didn't work for me, the context window, it was like, what are you talking about? It had a 4,000 context window back then. They're up to 1 million now. Oh, I didn't know that. That's happening like every 2 weeks in AI coding, right? And so we paid for a subscription for our developers to use Cursor, and I'll tell you what they're using now. And a month goes by, we pay the subscription, we get on a call, and I'm telling them something, guys, the stuff that I'm doing can be done in 3 hours. And they're telling me it's going to take a week. So I said, are you using Cursor? And like, no. When was the last time you used it? 60 days ago. Why? Oh, well, because, it's, I said, guys, 60 days ago, that's like 2019 in AI. Like Claude Sonnet 4.0, Opus, Claude Code, all these things like agentic coding, these things are really changing the game. And so much so that I have to get on, piss off, and show them videos where Anthropic says that 100% of their developers are using Claude Code in their company to write 90% of their code. And then I talk to other companies that have adopted it, and we geek out on it. And then I'm like, oh my God, like my developers are not using AI coding. That's like being, I tell you to write an 18-page report, and I say, you didn't use ChatGPT. And you're like, no, I have this typewriter here that I'm using, and I put, and you're, that's what it's like to be coding and not using AI. And anybody worth their salt is now using AI. And shame on any developer that is not up to date and not using AI. But I've got really, really good news. So I had a call with the developers that are doing affiliate pages. We had the miracle talk, and what I'm getting, Mike, I just want to tell you, I am so excited. You should see what I've done in the last 2 days. Would have taken me a month to do. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for listening to me, Vashi. And you should have seen how pissed off I was. Threatened to fire people. You don't get it. I'm going to get somebody that knows. Don't yes me, and then I find out I'm paying for. I don't care about the $40 subscription. Like, I hired you as a content writer to write blogs using automation, and you're not using automation, and you're not using ChatGPT. You're handwriting every blog, and you're doing one blog in 12 days, and we should be doing 4 a day. Like, that's how crazy this was to me. So finally, we have the same talk a couple of weeks ago with Alan and the crew at Groove. And I'm like, tell me your problems. I'm here to listen. Well, it doesn't yet. That's been taken care of. It has this, and everything like that. So Alan is using the best coding tool on the planet. It's called Claude Code. It's for real techie developers. It actually works. Mike, please take the coding out of the talk and focus on. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you something here, e-learning, why I'm talking about the coding. It's a long story here. This is the state of the Groovion. You need context to understand where Groove is going. All right. So tough luck. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, you can bounce out of the chat. Okay. This is my state of the Groovion. I'm going to run it the way that I want to do it. So I had to talk with Alan. Me and Matt spent 3 hours with him, showing him the tools, showing him multiple videos on Claude Code. And now, this is about 2 weeks ago, we are seeing changes in Groove. Okay. Sorry about the screen. I got to remember to share the screen there again. We are seeing changes in Groove that it's a wonder because of this AI revolution. We're very, very excited. The changes that are happening in Groove right now in the background are so incredibly fast. We've even spoken with the team that Matt and I are going to go in and pull and create branches to create different updates just to the UI. When we finally spoke with Alan, and I said to him, he said to me, I didn't even have to ask. He goes, "Oh my God, I'm loving Claude Code. I apologize for not getting on AI faster." We now have an evangelist on the team, and we're going to grow our dev team with AI coders. And so to tell you anything that we wanted to do with Groove that would have taken 6 months can now be done in 3 weeks to 6 weeks. We're going to start seeing additions coming on to Groove at lightning speed. The important thing was we had to get these developers onto the platform, and they just weren't listening. They have to become evangelical about it. And finally, I'm getting Alan and our other developers sharing videos with me saying, "Hey, did you see this? What could be done with MCPs?" So here's the fact. With 6 developers and AI coding, we can it's okay, e-learning. Mike, kiss it to you. I apologize for snapping back. With coding, with AI, with a team of 6 people, we can act like a development team of 40 to 60 people. All right. So this is an important thing that I want to share with you. There's a couple of other things that are happening with AI coding. I'll just show you right here. I'll share my screen back again. I always got to remember to make sure I share my screen. All right. When you look at ChatGPT on pro accounts or certain accounts, they have this new thing called Codex. Okay. You can watch videos on it. And Cursor has this new thing right here. This little thing is called a background agent. What's getting very, very, it's happening right now. And I'm telling you guys, it's like how good these things are is crazy. So I'm going to shut this off because I know you said it's distracting. So what's happening now? We'll get to Groove AI. Well, I told you I'm re-envisioning Groove AI. Everything that you can do in Groove AI can be done in ChatGPT. So we're re-envisioning it to work as a team. We'll talk about that later. So what you can now do with AI is every developer on my team can have about 6 what you would call junior or even senior developers underneath them that are AI agents. So what you do is you have these tickets that are either in Notion or Trello or Jira. And these tickets are where John Garcia, me, or Matt, or whatever, we say, okay, we've identified a bug. MCPs are the boom. We write everything that's done. We put in screenshots and everything about it. And then that ticket, that Trello card, is something that we say, okay, what am I fixing today? Should I fix the pop-up modal for the calendar that's not working? Or should I fix this UI bug or whatever it might be? And then we call these in the industry paper cuts. These paper cuts are the things that you guys are waiting months for. They're these little things where the calendar shows up behind and you can only see half the calendar, but we're always working on the big stuff or the bug or the outage and things like that. So what can now happen with AI coding is we could be in Slack and we can take the coder, we could say at Codex or at Claude Code or at Cursor, and then we can simply paste the ticket in and we say, do me a favor, make a plan to fix this bug. And then it will literally create a branch, go fix it, and create a pull request. And when you come back at the end of the day, you'll see that if you gave this thing 30 different tickets that are on your Jira or Trello card, it went and fixed it. And now, Alan, what they're saying about AI coding, where it's going, is that we are no longer writing code, we're reviewing code. So we're going to be tasking all of these things out to these agentic coders and fixing all the tiny little features in Groove while Alan and the other developers are working on the big things. And this year, you're going to be seeing some major improvements rapidly happening with Groove. And so the beautiful thing is any company that has developers should be very bullish on AI coding. It's just near perfect right now. And so we can act as a team of 50 to 60 to 75 developers with our team of 6 people. And every time we add another developer on, it's going to be like adding 10 developers on like 3 years ago. So all of our developers are now using their favorite AI coding tool. Most of them prefer Claude Code. We don't need to get into that. But so what you're going to be seeing now are major updates. Matt, I don't want to say anything. We're looking at this CRM that we're just going to plug right into. We're going to be bringing in our own drag and drop email builder for the Groove Mail 1.0. These things that normally would have taken 30 days, we can do now in like 3 hours. Just really exciting stuff. So let's move on to the next part. So let me just see here. Were there any questions? So this is an interesting one here. I wish Groove pages were like Go High Level websites. From what I hear, and this is what I'm being told, from Go High Level, ClickFunnels, Groove, the bottom one that people like is Go High Level. They think it's like one of their least favorite products, and the ones that people love building pages on the most is actually Groove pages. But yep, that's subjective. All right, so let's move on. Let's talk. Any questions here? I just want to go through and see if there were any questions about Groove before we move on to the next part here. Yeah, this is the question here from e-learning. So yeah, so look, everybody gets something different out of these things, from the State of the Groovion. For me, I like to give you all of the context, and then what we'll do is we put this stuff into AI and we create briefing documents for you. But I don't want to just make a promise to you that you're going to start seeing a lot of changes in Groove in the development, because I think your natural reaction there, e-learning, would be, yeah, right, we've heard this before. You just told us you're down to 6 developers. How can you promise us that there's going to be any changes? We haven't seen many changes in the last 3 years. So why now? So I wanted to give you a full context of that. Maybe not for you, for your liking, but I hope you can understand where we went there, and apologize for snapping back on you on that one. Okay, I don't see, most of this stuff is saying I can't see your screen, and the rest was talking about the code. All right, yeah, so let's move on. All right, so let's go to the next little exciting thing here for you. About a year ago, you stated Groove page would be made from AI prompts. Is this still on the horizon? Yeah. And luckily, we didn't jump onto that, a year ago, because there's been so many changes in, AI moves really, really fast. You can find yourself doing something that becomes obsolete or easier to do much quicker. So yes, our goal is to keep the Groove pages builder, and then have AI be able to work with prompts the same way that you would do with something like Lovable or Bolt.new or Same.new, where it'll know our code base. So you'll still be able to use all the drag and drop, but you'll just be able to have it go in the background and, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole because we spoke about this last time. It wasn't a year ago. It was on the last State of the Groovion. Basically, what we want to do is we want to have these frame blocks that don't have any content in them. So it's more like wireframe blocks. And then what you're going to do is you're going to upload your brand document from Brandbaser, okay? And then you're going to choose upload like a swatch, or just pick your brand colors. And then you can just drag blocks onto the canvas and say, build a website for me, and it'll completely design the website for you. So that is on the horizon. That's where we see that we can do some really good things. Some other things that we want to do is we want to institute an MCP server that works with the database of GrooveCell and all your data in Groove, and you'll be able to have a chat with the data, and it'll build real-time graphs and insights for you. So that you're going to be seeing coming later this year as well. So there were some questions about Groove webinar and things like that. Remember, guys, we're extremely limited on our development, and what we want to do is maximize our best foot forward. We're going to be doing stuff on the UI, but I can't make any promises that you're going to see anything on Groove webinar this year. All right, so let's move on to courses.gg. Many of you have purchased courses.gg. This is a temporary development server for me. If you see it here, it might not be there tomorrow. This is in the process of being moved to the actual domain, courses.gg. Okay. If you want to know what courses.gg is, it's a school competitor. All right. It's meant to look like school, operate like school. If we go to school and we go incognito, and we see it when you're not logged in, that's a pretty sight. You can see school is about communities with courses around them. So I created courses.gg with another partner. It's now merging into Groove. And this will be, I sent an email out to all of the buyers yesterday. We're going to be releasing this in July. Most likely it will be live on July 1st. And then full access will be July 14th, will be mass. You'll be getting your accounts. You'll be using it. And then from there, Hopefully it works perfect, but I think I'd rather call it a beta because, I haven't even built my first course on it. I do want to let you know if we open up Excalidraw. I had a meeting with the team yesterday on this with the Groove team and the courses team to merge this stuff. So I'm sorry that this is so dark. I'm not sure why this is so dark and hard to read. But basically what's happening is with courses.gg, you're going to have your own account with it. As you can see, I'm already logged in. So you'll have your own account. And in here, there's going to be a setting that says link Groove account. And the reason why you're going to link your Groove account is, am I sharing my screen? Whew, thank God. We want to link your Groove account so that you could share data. So that means you're going to be able to pull any videos from Groove into courses. You're going to be able to pull all of your courses that are just the data from the courses. So if you built a course out on Groove, we're creating a JSON file. Just consider that to be like a data text file, right? That allows all of that data to come in and then be inside of courses.gg. All right. So the way that courses.gg, it's not going to iframe your Groove courses. It's literally just going to pull all of the data in so you don't have to rebuild the courses. Not only that, you will be able to use GrooveCell to set up your products. So what you're going to do is you'll, just like you normally do, you'll go into GrooveCell, you'll create a product, and you'll call it whatever the course is that you want for courses.gg. You'll set your price point. You'll set it for $99 a month or whatever you're selling it for. And when you're in courses.gg, you will get a webhook. All right. I don't want to get too deep into it right now, but basically, like, to fulfill this, and then inside of Groove, where it says fulfillment, you'll paste that webhook. So every time you sell on Groove, it'll unlock the course for the people. When you're in courses.gg, when you create the course, you will have a little drop down that will show up, and you'll see all of your different funnels in Groove, and you'll go over to your courses.gg funnel, and you will Noodle. Sorry guys, just 1 second. Hey, quiet. You'll go and you'll pick the funnel, the product, and the price, and then any single time somebody goes to buy your course at courses.gg, it'll link them to a GrooveCell page. They'll check out, they'll get redirected back to courses.gg, and their course will be unlocked for them. So be quiet, little girl. Somebody's saying here, how would it integrate with GrooveMember? It's not going to integrate with GrooveMember. It is a school competitor. It runs on its own domain. Okay, it operates identical to school. All right, I'll show you. It'll have communities. It'll have calendars. If you want to do sell your product with an affiliate program, you'll use Groove so people can promote it, and their affiliate link will go right to courses.gg. When they buy, it'll track, and then you can use Groove to pay your affiliates. It was really great for us to do that. It saved a lot of development, but essentially it is not Groove. So what you want to look at is, what is the difference between Kajabi and School? And I just got to remember to share my screen again later. Kajabi is for memberships where you want to host any of your content without a community. It's like, hey, go take this course. School was actually built to be a community-first platform, right? So that's why people choose School over Kajabi. GrooveMember, which I happen to love and I'm going to continue to use, is more of a platform to lock your content behind a paywall, like Kajabi, to let people go through their courses, but not necessarily community-driven. School and courses.gg are community-driven. They're front-facing. And so what that means is people can come to the front of the website and they can search for different courses and communities. You can have free courses and paid and different types of upgrades and different things like that. Now, remember, if you're a lifetime owner of Groove, you have about 8 days left if you want to get courses.gg for a one-time payment of $297. I spoke about that at the beginning of the live stream. I'm not going to relitigate that. If you don't buy courses.gg, you're not going to get it. And the only way to get it is to pay $297 a year, which completely unlocks Groove like any other member that goes and pays $299 a year. So you'd be wasting your your lifetime benefit because you'll be paying for Groove again all over again at $299 a year. So if you think this is something you're gonna like, just go to courses.gg, pay the $297 one time, and then you'll have access to this, and it'll pair up with your Groove account. After that, there'll be no more, hey, I'm a lifetime member, I missed a stream, that's it. You know, like I said, I got a partner in this, and I wanted to do right by the Groove members, and I also wanted to do right by my other partner in this platform. And trust me, he would much rather have everybody paying $297 a year than a one-time payment of $297. So as you can see, when we log in, let's go actually look at a course here. Here we have my communities. You'll have your calendar here. I should actually show the demo that the other person was doing. You'll add an event just like you do in school. The event will show up on the calendar, and then I believe I have to, let me see if I look at this from the point of view of a student. I should have had somebody on here doing the full demo for me, but I don't want to get down the line here. I sent an email out to all of the members of courses.gg. You would have seen that email come out sometime, you know, in the early hours around midnight or when you woke up this morning. And next week, we are going to be doing a full walkthrough for all of the courses.gg members. Right now, I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm not as familiar with the entire platform the way that the other members are. But I remember they were showing me, when you look at it from the point of view of another person inside of the course here. Yeah, and I wanted to show you basically, he showed me how like the point system works and the calendar, and I'm just not seeing the event. Maybe you have to click view community. Maybe that's why. Okay, there you go. All right. So apologies. You actually have to go into a community to see all these things. So you've got your ability to, hey, it's Mike, and I want to add this emoji here, and let's add a GIF of SpongeBob, and then we would submit, and now we've added a post just like school. Okay. You got information about just like school here, nothing revolutionary. You've got your discussion, and let's see the calendar. There's no calendar events here on this particular calendar because we didn't add an event. But as you can see, the goal here is to make a community just like school. When are we going to see improvements on Groove.cm again? Again, you shift focus. Matthew, did you just join us? We literally just spent an hour on going over Groove.cm and telling you that you're going to be seeing incredible improvements on Groove.cm. And I got beat up for talking about why we're doing that. Just joking with you there. I believe her name was My e-learning, I think it was what it was. So yeah, so Matthew, you know, we've been on for an hour and 15 minutes. Maybe you joined us late, but we've already addressed this literally just 5 minutes ago. So again, you've shifted focus. I got to bite my tongue. I just do, you know. I don't want to bark back too much. I don't know. Hey, did you guys see Trump today dropped his F-bomb? Matthew, I don't give two rats ass if you think that I shifted focus. I really don't. You just don't know what you're talking about. Period. The end. Okay. So I don't know what to tell you. I was fired from this company on January 15th. Period. The end. I was fired. That's it. I had no way to make a living. Okay. So it was all good. I'm a third owner of Groove on January 15th, but I'm no longer with the company on January 15th. So what I did is I said, all right, well, I'm starting over, just like many people send me texts. Hey, Mike, can you do a live stream on what you would do if you were just starting over? Well, you witnessed it. I said, okay, well, I'm going to go start. What would I do if I'm starting all over? I'm going to create a competitor to school. Okay. Yeah, you could tell me chill, dude, now that I'm ripping you a new one here, but I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to take any abuse for being told you've lost your focus on Groove. I was no longer part of Groove for 4 months. So what I did is I said, I'm going to go out, and what platform would I create if I was starting all over again? I said, School is $1 billion company. I think it's cool. So I started School. I started a partnership for affiliate pages. I have a couple of other things that are in the works that are some of the things that we're going to talk about here. And then I have to be careful how I say this. The previous partner, John, had made a decision that he wasn't coming back to Groove. Okay, let's put it that way. And the goal, the end of Groove was basically there. All right, well then, I guess if you're not going to come back after your health crisis, then we're going to sell the company, because I've already moved on. I've created Monarch, and I've got things that are in place. And so we went out and we found buyers, and those buyers were going to close Groove down. That is the deal. I'm not bullshitting you guys. These buyers were going to put hundreds of thousands of dollars in my pocket and Matt's pocket and John's pocket. Okay. And they were closing Groove, and you were going to be transitioned to a new platform. It was like a kick in the nuts. I didn't want it to happen. So what I did is I fought to buy the other partner out for an ungodly amount of money that he's no longer with us, and he's going to get paid every single month. Okay. So what do I do now with this beautiful platform that I have, courses.gg? What do I do with affiliate pages? What do I do with the thing that's bringing in $100,000 a month for me between my new high ticket funnel and my new consulting program? Do I just turn my back on those partners and come back to Groove? Or do I talk to Matt and I say, Matt, here's what I want to do. I want to take courses.gg. I want to take these things. I want to integrate them into Groove. And we're going to do what we have to do to triage Groove. We're going to do our AI coding. We're going to make this thing work. So I don't know what to tell you. You know, I come on here excited to do these State of the Groovians. I really do, to show you what's on the platform for Groove. And you know, there's always going to be some squeaky wheels. So what I'm contemplating right now, honestly, I'm contemplating, do I let a couple of guys like this that say, haha, Mike, just chill out, I'm just busting your chops, get me in such a pissed off mood here that I say, Matt, take over, I'm ending the stream, I'm done. I'm busting my fucking ass over here for you guys. 99% of you love me and appreciate it, and you 1%ers just take all the wind out of the sail for me. So
I can tell you, throughout the whole thing, Mike had all of our customers back. Throughout everything we went through some very difficult times. The only thing Mike was concerned about was making Groove better, keeping Groove running, keeping everything, you know, and painting a future for Groove. And that's by doing that we're here today. That's by painting the future and trying to define exactly what's going to happen and looking out for you guys that the other alternatives didn't happen. And so for that, I'm extremely grateful to you, Mike. And I think it will pay off for everybody. The problem is people are, I don't want to say making shit up, but people are making assumptions because they don't have all the facts. And it kind of makes sense that they don't, right? Because it's just kind of how life happens and thing happens inside the house. But Mike has had y'all's back every single day since I ever met Mike, trying to work hard, trying to make it better. We went through thick and thin to be where we are today. So I'm looking forward to the things that we're doing. Everybody is very motivated, and the future to me is looking very bright, and I'm sure it should be looking very bright to you guys as well.
Thank you, Matt. So, oh, and you weren't even on camera.
Oh, God knows he had you back. He had everybody's back, and he had Groove's back more than anything. There were a lot of easy way out that we didn't take throughout the whole thing.
So we're gonna end the State of the Groovian today, and we're gonna position redo part 2 for next week. Have a lot more to show you, but I'm just not in the mood right now. I want to do it when I'm in a good mood. I'm just not going to read the comments anymore. By the way, all the love that's coming in, I really appreciate it. Like I said, 99% of you do this. You've all been in this position before. You understand. You read that thing on Facebook, and sometimes you just can't get past it. I just can't get past it right now. So we're gonna
Last night I was texting at 1 a.m. with Mike, trying to figure out some of the cool things we can do for you guys, and that's our daily life. We work 9 days right now, trying to make things better, so you guys know.
I'm sorry I lost my cool. I'm sorry for the curse words. I just have no excitement or energy to show you login, to show you affiliate pages and Click Coach or the Leads platform. We're gonna have to do that. I'll schedule it for next week. I just got to be in the right frame of mind. This is my fault, 100%. I need to have thicker skin. There's been a lot that's happened in the last 6 months, and I love this company. I don't know if you know how much I love this company. This company is my complete identity, and it was taken away from me. And I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad to have Matt as my partner. Donna still owns her 5%. I talk to her every single day. We absolutely love her. Maybe one day she'll come back, but Donna's in a different place in her life. This was a very stressful company. She's making some money. She's not sure if she wants to jump back into the fire. And Donna made some good money. And right now the company, it's good to keep our expenses down. This is my fault. I look and I see, great, Mike, we love you. What's going on? Do this with N8N. And I just see these little remarks like, I need to be bigger. I need to be bigger. When somebody says you lost focus, they don't have the context. I never would have created courses.gg. I never would have created affiliate pages. I love these platforms. I'm glad we have them. I'm glad that I can give you courses.gg for just $297. So you don't have to pay school $99 a month. But
Groove Lead is absolutely incredible. What's coming next? You guys are going to be baffled. And I don't know. It's just.
I think, yeah. So here's what I'm going to do. Go to, I was going to show you the software. I had it right here for you. This was affiliatepages.net. Was going to show you how you can build affiliate pages. Right now, I'd rather do that when I'm in a good mood. So you're not going to see it next week on the State of the Groovion. The reason why is we're launching next week. You can go to affiliatepages.com. Do we not own the best friggin' domain? Affiliatepages.com /JV. If you guys want to help us with that launch, you're going to make a killing with it. So you won't be seeing that next week on the State of the Groovion because we actually go live with that launch on June 30th. So you'll see the webinar for it before there would be a State of the Groovion. Let me just process through this, get back in a slightly good mood. I'm not going to do any demos now. I need to be in the right mood. I'm a little bit embarrassed about what transpired. You guys certainly have the right to criticize me, but we love Groove. I can't tell you how excited Matt and I are to be in the company. Matt tells me 3 to 4 times a week. He tells the employees, I'm so excited about the future of Groove. We just, we work hard like you guys, 8 days a week. The expression, text messages to Matt. Hey, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? I'm managing Lucius and the new funnel and got to create videos for Groove. And we've got a lot going on. So thanks everybody. And to the people that I snapped at today, I just got to do better. What Donna used to do, she used to say to me, Mike, do not look at the chat. I'm going to make a Google Doc for you, and all the questions will be in a Google Doc. And then you know what would happen? We'd get off the live stream, and I would go, I think that went pretty well. What about you? And she'd be like, some of the people in the chat. And I'd be like, oh, what? Were there people complaining? And she said, no, just those people that do that. And the people that complained, first of all, the first one today, I've already seen the beautiful comments that she had. That was me just snapping way too hard. And even to the guy that said, Mike, lighten up. Yeah, I got to lighten up. All right. But we're what are we at now? 2:24, 90 minutes into a State of the Union. I tell you what, let's not wait another month. I'll do another State of the Groove for you. Might be tough next week because we have the launch next week, but I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to peel out a day for you guys. We absolutely love Groove. Groove is the most important thing. I keep saying to myself, man, you only need one Go High Level. You only need one ClickFunnels. You only need one Kajabi. You only need one school to have $1 billion company. We recognize that with Groove. If you guys see what my calendar looks like, I work as hard as you. I promise you that. My calendar, Matt will tell you, he feels guilty, and I feel guilty. I'm always saying anything I can help you with. My calls start at 8 a.m. They start with the team in India for affiliate pages. Then at 10 a.m. is the Groove meeting. At 11 a.m., I get with the courses.gg team. And then, and so on and so on and so on and so on. And then I get with the marketing team and we go over the funnels, and I love it. I'm not complaining. I'm letting you know I friggin' love what I do. I wake up 8 o'clock because I use a CPAP. So I wake up without an alarm clock now. I don't have ideas. I've come to the point where if a new idea comes, I'm like, hey, that'll be better for somebody else. Somebody asked about Groove AI. Yeah, Groove AI is going to be completely re-envisioned as a team of agents that you just tell it what you want. You upload your brand-based document, and it will go, and it's going to put everything into your Google Drive. It'll create your ads for you. It'll just put everything into a repository, whether it's Notion, Google Drive. It's going to work with MCPs and all these different types of things. But I don't even want to talk about that right now. That's something that Groove AI is obsolete. It was 2.5 years ago when we came up with that idea that, and ChatGPT came and did everything that we did. GPTs are the apps, and they got projects, we got projects. They got a canvas, we got a canvas. So that needs to be completely rethought. But you know what I say to myself? I'd rather right now. Is anybody really clamoring for a new AI tool? There are a dime a dozen. They work well. ChatGPT is great. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. But we got to put. We got to get Groove.cm. That's the hero app of this company. And why do I like courses.gg? Because it's in the same space as Groove. It's something that a Groove user will absolutely like. So I love Groove pages. I love running my business on it. I'm not going to name another company, but I got to tell you, everywhere I go, like it used to be with Infusionsoft, everybody I talk to, nobody's happy with the other solutions. And I believe still in my heart that Groove positioning itself as a value brand for $299 a year, maybe it'll go to $497 a year in the future, and then offering all these things and combining the AI and the courses.gg and then the Groove AI, new thing that we're doing. I think that I don't think that the other people have won just yet, because just when you thought Infusionsoft won, remember, then came ClickFunnels. And just when you thought ClickFunnels won, then came Go High Level. If they won, then Go High Level, myself, and ClickFunnels, we don't need to compete for the next customer. Go High Level can just close the door and say, sorry, we're sold out. Go High Level, ClickFunnels, Samcart, Kajabi, and Groove, and Karcher, we are all going to compete for that same next customer. And now with AI programming and the dedication we have in this team, in 1 year, we could get to the point where Groove has literally zero compromises. And then we position ourselves as the value brand. We work on all of the automations that you can do and Go High Level. I'm still very bullish on Groove. We're not going to get there in 30 days, but we're working hard for you guys. So that's it, Matt. I'm going to let you have the final word. We'll wrap up, and then we will get with you guys again to schedule the next State of the Groovion. And apologies for having a bailout on you in this one.
Well, I'm grateful for everybody for being here. Thank you, Mike, for the webinar. This is a great meeting. I would say I'd be a lot more worried if you didn't give a shit and you didn't react, and that would be a bad sign, right? But as a fact that you reacting, is a clear proof of how much we care and how much we want to move forward. So we appreciate you guys. Grateful for everything. We got great things coming in the pipeline, and I guess more to come. Hopefully next week. If not, it'll be shortly after.
Yeah, just this
thanks
question
everyone
right here. Otherwise, Joe will kill me. affiliatepages.com/JV. That's a, I don't know why that video is not fully loading square. There we go. This page, affiliatepages.com. Yes, we actually own that domain, affiliatepages.com, because this software builds affiliate pages. I could tell you all about it, but it's right in this video here. And we are launching why on JVZoo? Because we were invited to the JVZoo event. We were told by the owners of that platform, Mike, if you come down, we will introduce you to all the top affiliates. And we've been out of the game. We kind of have, our own affiliates, but Joe and I realized we need to get out there into the ClickBank, DG Store, Hotmart, JVZoo community, and actually get affiliates that are promoting. We met a ton of people. And so we are launching on June 30th for this product. It's going to convert like crazy. I'll give you the quick little skinny on it. All right. This is the position of how it's going to be on our webinar. Okay. So picture we're on the webinar right now. I'll wrap this up in like 3 minutes. So the webinar is going to start out and talk to you about vending machines. And I'll come over here like this and vending machines. And you ever watch those YouTube videos and it's like, this vending machine brings me in $800 a month. This one brings me in $600 a month. This one brings me in $1,200 a month. You're like, man, I would love to have vending machines. So I'm going to talk about all the good things about vending machines. Okay. Basically, a vending machine is a silent little salesperson that works for you 24 hours a day. And you go there once a month and you empty the bucket and you get about $800. And if you get, 10 vending machines, you'll make yourself $8,000 a month. Sounds great, right? All right, let's talk about the reality about vending machines. Vending machines, you become a door-to-door salesperson. You literally have to knock on a door, go to a guy. What do you do? What can I help you? Sir, I'd like to. No, we're not interested. Then you finally find a spot. The person wants to charge you rent for that space, or he wants you to split the profits with you. Obviously, you have hard costs. You have to go to Costco and buy your stuff and drive around every single day and refill the machines, et cetera, et cetera. You get it. Then what happens? Somebody unplugs it. The software doesn't work. There's vandalism. Somebody breaks the window. You don't even own the machine, right? You got to buy the machine. You got a monthly payment on it. Vending machine business sounds great, but at the end of the day, it's just another job. So my partner that you see here, I don't know if he's on this page. Is he? Yes. So Jichandra is a member of Flight Club. This guy right here is an SEO expert, 100%. He owns this company right here. Many people in Flight Club are his clients. It is an SEO service agency, but what he does, he makes $700,000 a year selling other people's products. Likely you've never heard of him because he's only just a top affiliate for ClickBank, Groove. He's in our top 10, and I only met him at Flight Club. He's from India. DG Store and JVZoo. He's a top affiliate. And what he does is he builds affiliate websites. You've seen them. You search for Go High Level. Let's do it right now. You go to Go High Level. You do a Google search, and then you find somebody with these reviews here, and you go here, and this is a review site. And every single link here is an affiliate link. Okay. And what happens is this guy's on the first page of Google, and probably this one page right here is probably making this guy about $1,000 a month, if I had to estimate. Okay. So Jitendra created a software that builds these review pages. It's basically like ClickFunnels. And he shows it to me. And I said, well, let's take a look at it when we get home. So it's like what ClickFunnels was. And it builds these pages, and then it publishes it directly to your WordPress, because search engines love WordPress. And what happens is you ready, old school, you go in, and now you have this beautifully designed page, and you go in and you write the review for it. So what do you think happened when he showed this to me? I sat through an hour demonstration, and I said, you actually have to manually write the reviews? He goes, yes. And I said, well, then I'm not interested in partnering with you, Jitendra. He goes, why? I said, what question do you think I'm going to ask? He says, I know. I saw your presentation at Flight Club. AI can do it. He says, but Mike, I'm not that familiar with AI and all that stuff. And I said, okay, it's February. If you want to push this thing off until July, we need to rewrite this entire platform. And that was the link that I just showed you. Bear with me a second. I'm just looking for it. Right here. So we created, you create your different brands. I'm not going to demo it right now. These are just sample brands that we created. And so what it is in a nutshell, I just want to make sure that I'm on the right page for you. What it is in a nutshell is you create either a single page, like a review for Groove or Go High Level or ClickFunnels. I'm using those as examples. Or you do a versus page, Go High Level versus ClickFunnels, or a versus page, and you can go up to 4. So you can do Go High Level versus ClickFunnels versus Kartra versus Groove, or just any single or any versus. And now the next thing you do is you simply create a knowledge base. So you go and find other people's reviews. So you take this person's review, add the URL, click plus, add another person's review, and then you go on YouTube and you find people that reviewed. And when you're done, you put the website of Go High Level or whatever. And when you're done, it scrapes all of that stuff, creates a knowledge base. It asks you for your affiliate link. You paste your affiliate link and it says, how do you want the review? Poor, fair, good, or excellent? You say, I want Groove to be excellent, Go High Level to be excellent, blah, 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 to be good, whatever. And then you click and it builds the page. You click publish and it publishes it to Go High Level, to WordPress. As I said, Jit's doing $700,000 a year doing this. He used to build 3 of these pages with his team in India. He had a team building them. He would do 3 a week. It made him $700,000 a year. And he's got all the screenshots. This is real. It's not like it's 100% true. So we've created something that you can create 3 of these pages per day or more if you want. We show you where to source the products. He's creating a little course to show you first how it automatically works on SEO, how you can buy pay-per-click to it, and how to use social media. And how to find products, how to go to AppSumo, how to go to click on the trends, the JVZoo products of the day, all that type of stuff. And you're like, okay, cool. I'm going to just simply go find other people's reviews. You do 3 a day, and now you're getting yourself into the vending machine business, essentially. And instead of creating 3 a week like Jitendra did, you could create 3 a day and publish it. It's a great thing for the spouse, a great thing for your 18-year-old kid that wants to be an entrepreneur. And that is going to be selling for $497 a year. And we pay 40% commission. You can go to affiliatepages.com, affiliatepages.com. Yes, we own that awesome domain, /JV. As you see here, watch the video, sign up for your affiliate link. This one's not going to be on Groove, not for the first launch. We may launch it in a few months back on Groove, but we want to tap into the JVZoo marketplace. And yes, I'm in a better mood now, right? And you both noticed it at the same time. Energy works, yeah. So that's affiliate pages. Would love to have you participate. Let me tell you something, guys. This webinar is going to crush it. Like I said, the whole hook. We have everything there. We have the concept of the virtual vending machine, why vending machines are great. Wouldn't it be great if you could just create 3 vending machines a day? Here's how the math works. For every 100 people that visits a review page, 1 in 3 people will click the link over to the website. Out of those people, everybody that clicks a link to the website, 7% of the people, 5% to 7% of the people that land on that website will end up being an average commission for you of $100. That's on average. That's the metrics and data that Jitendra has from his site. So you create these things, the search engines are going to love it. It's going to sell like crazy because we have a lot of really, really cool bonuses that we're going to be offering along with it. It's going to be a webinar with a replay. Thanks, Brad. Again, thank you guys for making that. We'll save the rest for the next State of the Groovion. I want to show you a couple more things, but I think we're wrapped up for today. And so that's thank you for asking that question. Joe was in here. He would have been very, very upset. He's our affiliate manager. Just so you know, Joe Jablonski, he's back with the company. If you need anything, just email jv@Groove Digital. Joe is your man to help you. Many of you know Joe. And we got a lot of launches coming up later this year that you guys are going to be very excited about. We're going to be launching courses.gg and the new Groove with the new pricing program. As we said, we've got Click Coach, we've got affiliate pages, we have Groove Leads, lots of stuff. We'll always put the lifetime members first. Remember that everything we can do, we'll always put you guys first. And that's it. We're going to go straight to my face here, and I'm going to take it out with some music. Matt's already gone. And take care, everybody. Let me go to the media assets and play the 30-second. Who's that? That's Matt. Matt, you're on mute, buddy. Still on mute. Still on mute.
I have 3 mute buttons to go through to get here. So see you guys later. Thank you again. Great presentation, Mike. Thank you.
You got it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. And we'll be in touch. I'll have John Garcia and Simon let you guys know when the next State of the Union will be in the next 10 days to 2 weeks. See you later. Bye-bye.